Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Virgo May 25, 2022. You can have a taste for something more than the ordinary today. Patience can be hard to muster up but will serve you very well. There can be positive developments related to friendship, romance, or a creative project. Even so, someone close to you could be cynical or doubting, which can bring you down a rung. You might also watch for a tendency to question or read too much into situations, as transits might skew our thinking in such a way that we worry about not having control over a situation or second-guess others' motives. Otherwise, you might enjoy the strengthening of a partnership or project. A relationship might motivate you to work or study harder. As you may know, Mercury fuels your committed 7th house of agreements, compromise, and significant others, but it continues to roam through your 4th house of home, family matters, and innermost feelings. You may or may not be fond of showcasing your more vulnerable side, but there is healing taking place in the process both for you individually and for the sake of your union. Although with the moon ruler of your intimate 8th house of sex, mergers, and shared resources touching down on your 10th house of authority, chances are you're overanalyzing your connection or perhaps even stressing your next steps. You can't go wrong with the truth. A little communication can go a long way. Today is an excellent day to work on balancing your professional and domestic duties as Mercury in Pisces sextiles Uranus in Taurus. The sextile could lead to thought-provoking conversations which may inspire you to speak up differently. If you want to change aspects of your routine, it may require you to speak up. But instead of starting the conversation in a blunt, honest manner, you could take a softer approach in mediation. After all, you will catch more flies with honey than you will with vinegar. As much as today's moon in your career sector is going to generate a lot of energy professionally, a friendly aspect to Pluto in your income sector couldn't come with better timing. It was just 12 days ago that Venus and Mars left your income sector, but not before creating a lot of untapped potential. This allows today's moon to act as a trigger across the income, work, and career fronts. Your social life is due to suffer some turbulence. You feel put down by friends and family or even get into arguments with them. Take a critical look at yourself. Perhaps you are asking too much of your loved ones. Hold back a little and resolve the issues by talking to them instead of trying to have your own way all the time. You're full of energy and ready to hit the road again, or at least focus your mind on something new and exciting. You've got people waiting for you to lead the way. A tendency to rush into romance scares off potential candidates for your love. Such a forceful approach can have an adverse effect on the person you desire. If you're not looking for rejection, try to develop a gentler and serene attitude, then those you meet find you to be a far more attractive proposition to date. Spoken words that are unfair or mean can irritate you greatly, throwing you off balance. In order to deal with this, consider healthful practices heavily involving breathing, namely, running and yoga. There is a natural balance that takes place when you use these practices to calm yourself. Learning to incorporate breathing into your daily health regimen on a more conscious level will not only calm you, it will also support clear thinking and seeing better. You will notice the difference. Welcome to the energetic essence of this day. Put some focus onto your career with this added boost. Many nines prefer to work in helping professions, as this can be extremely rewarding. Yet whatever the occupation, the key is to feel fulfilled. Ask yourself if this is where you're at. If not, the energy that's happening can give you the confidence and ingenuity to recognize all of the opportunities and options you have. Make the most of this, and see what you can discover. Knowing that the Moon and Mars return to your career sector tomorrow will add even more fuel to a newly energized professional year. They are working to make their final days in an adventurous part of your chart count. Just having the moon here during Mars' last full day is adding fuel to his passion for adventure while inspiring your imagination. Knowing that both will join an already formidable lineup of planets in your career sector tomorrow, there is an effort today to fully embrace the spirit of adventure. During Mars' last full day in an adventurous part of your chart, having the moon here is doing more than just adding extra fuel to his passion for adventure. A friendly aspect to the South Node, the force behind last week's eclipsing full moon in your romantic sector, is adding to a mix of romance, passion and adventure that will begin dialing back from tomorrow. Our eyes in the sky. There are good moods all around, and you could be feeling particularly social today and ready to share your positivity with others. You and your loved ones will support each other, so spending time with them now can be especially rewarding. You might even find that you look better than usual too, so don't be surprised if you're really feeling yourself today. This is an exceptional time to get together in a large group, plan a trip with other people, and organize regular gatherings moving forward. This is great energy for doing charitable works, donating your time, and working on behalf of others. The moon links up with Uranus tonight, and the energy is still sociable, but it's more suggestive of old times and memories. It's a great night for a small gathering around the fire pit to recap your group's greatest hits. Intuition is strong, but the emotional intensity could cloud your judgment. If you're under work or other pressure and unable to socialize, you could experience some mood swings. Just try not to behave in a way you might come to regret later. Why do we allow emotions like guilt or shame to isolate us? Yes, our past is unique. No one else has the same lens on reality because no one else has lived identical experiences. Yet, while our history might be our own, we can still find relatable ways of sharing our stories with others to inspire communion, compassion, admiration, and respect. Fortune might land in our laps. Although luck appears randomly, it is the result of good karma gathered from previous deeds. Enjoy this magical moment. Mid-afternoon, the moon aligns with Neptune, continuing the day's dreamy vibe. At best, this aspect will bring out our compassionate side. At worst, it can find us becoming lost in illusion. When Pallas aligns with Chiron, we perceive the magnitude of this truth. Pain, although uniquely experienced, is universally understood. The gulf we perceive between ourselves and others is not as wide as we believe. The patterning of our wounds becomes defined during this transit, and our strategic approach to healing empowers us while inspiring those around us to resolve their own pain. Are we keeping organized? Are we being mindful of the details? However, Mercury in opposition scrambles our ability to express ourselves. We forget the minutiae, and our interactions become laden with misunderstandings. Frustration is the result of this cosmic clash, so give the time-sensitive deeds on your to-do list a bit of extra padding and prepare for one or two awkward conversations.